Dear friend, I think everyone begins their life with a plan. I know I did. Super kids, house with a white picket fence, silver anniversary. And like most everyone, life flung its trials at me, and I hurled calamity on myself more times than I could count. The result was the utter destruction of my plan. A few weeks ago, I sat at the pottery wheel with a lump of clay and decided to make a tall, beautiful vase. I was new at this pottery making business, but in my mind, I knew exactly what I wanted. I pushed and coaxed the clay into the design of my choosing, but the force of the wheel and the inexperience in my touch caused the clay to fold on itself. My teacher cut off the wrecked clay, recentered it, and handed me back a short, squatty bowl. It was ugly to me, and I was ready to throw the whole thing away, but I took the advice of my teacher and decided to make the best of it by fashioning a candy dish. So I folded down the rim and made a fluted edge. Before leaving the potter's workshop that night, I took pictures of all the pieces I'd made. As I showed those pictures to my friend, I noticed something. Of all the pieces, the short, squatty candy dish that should have been a vase got the most oohs and ahs. I began to realize that they didn't see what I saw. I saw a wrecked plan. They saw a beautiful vessel. I couldn't stop thinking about my short, squatty candy dish. I couldn't stop thinking about how our plans often fold in on themselves. I couldn't stop thinking about a friend whose plans have suffered the force of the wheel with devastating results. So I decided to make the short, squatty candy dish for her. For you. Knowing red was her favorite color, when the time came for glazing, I pored over the books, picked the perfect color, and glazed that piece first. I couldn't wait to see it. When I returned to the potter's workshop to see my finished pieces, the first piece I sought out was my red squatty candy dish. But it wasn't red at all. It was purple. I couldn't even get that right. My tall, graceful red vase had become a short, squatty, purple candy dish. I knew the conclusion to the lesson my master potter was trying to teach me, that regardless of the damage, regardless of the choices made, the master potter has a plan for us, and nothing is wasted. Even the wrong turns and the calamities of life are fashioned for good use. It may not be the plan we had for ourselves, but it's a perfect plan, the best plan. And in His eyes, we are His beautiful vessels, perfectly crafted to be what He intended. So enjoy your short, squatty, purple candy dish, my friend. It won't match anything in your house, but hopefully when you look at it, you'll remember these words from our master potter. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Love, Jana.